I am standing in Piedmont Park at the world's largest Alzheimer's event. Why is it the largest? It's because the walk to end Alzheimer's happens all over the country at the same time, more or less, right? Today, we are actually a media sponsor.
Jay Smiles is out there raising awareness. She reaches a community of caregivers that we may not be able to reach on our own. So the more awareness we can raise, the better. On top of that, caregiving and Alzheimer's and dementia can be so heavy. And she really shows people that you can laugh, you can still live, you can still laugh, and you can still enjoy life as much as you can. And that's just so important. It's such an important part of caregiving.
So one of the things that's most important, we think, is that it's estimated about 40-45% of Alzheimer's disease might be preventable. And the way we can prevent it is by having people do things that are going to promote healthy behaviors. Sleep is one of the most important things. Getting a good night's sleep, low-wave sleep, enhances our memory and clears out those toxic amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles in our brain. So sleep is really critical.
Parenting Up, Caregiving Adventures with comedian Jay Smiles is the intense journey of unexpectedly being fully responsible for my mama. For over a decade, I've been chipping away at the unknown, advocating for her, and pushing Alzheimer's awareness on anyone and anything with a heartbeat. Spoiler alert, this shit is heavy. That's why I started doing comedy, so be ready for the jokes. Caregiver newbies, OGs, and village members just willing to prop up a caregiver, you are in the right place.
Hi, this is Zeddy. I hope you enjoy my daughter's podcast. Is that okay?
Today's supporter shout out is two people, Levey and Leslie of Alzheimer's Association, the Rockin' Georgia chapter.
Jay Smiles is out there raising awareness. She reaches a community of caregivers that we may not be able to reach on our own. So the more awareness we can raise, the better. On top of that, caregiving and Alzheimer's and dementia can be so heavy. And she really shows people that you can laugh, you can still live, you can still laugh, and you can still enjoy life as much as you can. And that's just so important. It's such an important part of caregiving. So it's just really cool that she is in this niche where she gets it and she is raising awareness and she's just showing caregivers it's okay and you're not alone.
She's amazing. First of all, her spirit and her energy, of course, is amazing. She did one of our pre-interviews, which is a big benefit to our sponsors who get to have some airtime, and one of the pre-interviews that we did with our research tent with Emory University, and that was so impactful. The entire crowd had stopped to hear what they were saying, and it was just really, really great. Not to mention she's, jumping around and interacting with the crowd all day. It was amazing. We're really thankful to have her.
Now, you want to get a supporter shout out too. I know you do, and you should know what to do. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or Instagram. We are at Parenting Up everywhere. What's up, family? It's your girl, Jay Smiles, and I am standing in Piedmont Park at the world's largest Alzheimer's event. Why is it the largest? It's because the walk to end Alzheimer's happens all over the country at the same time, more or less, right? Today, we are actually a media sponsor. Yep, Parenting Up community. We got a tent and all kind of fancy stuff. We got giveaways. There's so many people trying to fight and beat this disease. We met people living with what they call young Alzheimer's. We met people who have family members that died from Alzheimer's on both sides. Can you imagine that? Anyway, we are out here. Today is about joy, awareness, and advocacy. The joy is that we have community that is willing to fight this thing. Yes.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope you got your coffee. All right, we're going to take a few minutes to hear some great information. And the biggest personality here, Jay Smiles. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Smiles.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Good morning, Alzheimer's fighter champions. How's everybody doing? The weather is on our side, and right now that makes me feel good. I'm Jay Smiles of the Parenting Up podcast. We are one of the media sponsors. My mother was diagnosed early with Alzheimer's about 14 years ago. I'm her primary caregiver, and because of it, I started a podcast to support family caregivers. So what we say is humor heals. We lead with levity, and no matter what, until there's a cure, we can lock arms and support each other across the globe. So one time for the Alzheimer's Association. Now we're going to hear some real data and science and stuff. Dr. Lee is with Emory, and he knows stuff about, labs and things and data and tests. How are you?
I am great, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Jay. This is fabulous. What a great turnout. You want to hear about ending Alzheimer's disease? Who's going to walk today to end this disease? That's our goal. We certainly have a lot of caregiving to do and caregiving research to do, but we're on the walk to end Alzheimer's disease, and we have been making so much progress. Over the last few years, we have come hundreds of miles getting closer. Some of the research that's ongoing now is actually testing things that might be able to prevent Alzheimer's disease. And we'll know in the next year or two whether some of the things that we're now treating patients with are actually going to be effective for preventing the disease. So we're getting there.
Okay. I love that so much. Can you give us a little insider information on some of the research that you're personally most excited about?
There's a lot that I'm excited about. Right here behind me, we have our sleep research team, and who's out here. So one of the things that's most important, we think, is that it's estimated about 40-45% of Alzheimer's disease might be preventable. And the way we can prevent it is by having people do things that are going to promote healthy behaviors. Sleep is one of the most important things. Getting a good night's sleep, slow wave sleep, enhances our memory and clears out those toxic amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles in our brain. So sleep is really critical. How do you get good sleep? You do things to promote good sleep, like exercise, have a good diet, have good social interactions during the day. And so those are the types of healthy lifestyles that are going to end Alzheimer's disease for many, many people.
Oh my goodness. As a family caregiver, I'm encouraged and frightened. Sleep eludes me every time my mama tries to walk out the house. Anybody else that's a caregiver have trouble getting sleep? Okay, all right, moving right along. But thank you, you've given me our marching orders. Now, we know there's a lot of research and trials to see what medication and treatments might work. Can you explain to us why those clinical trials really are important?
Thank you for bringing that up. We have so many ideas because of the advances in research how medications can be more effective. The biggest bottleneck is getting people to volunteer to test medications to prevent the disease, to slow the disease. And so clinical trials research is absolutely critical. If you look at the progress that's happened in fighting cancer, which we know has been spectacular, there are 10 times the number of clinical trials, and the culture is that people with cancer get into a clinical trial. We need to make that happen for Alzheimer's disease and related dementias because we can go faster on our race for a cure.
Thank you. In the last couple of years, give us some good news, Doc. Like, where have we seen improvements and wins?
We have seen several absolutely outstanding improvements. One is early detection. Our ability to help rests on identifying people in early stages, not waiting for them to go through a difficult journey of years and stress trying to find a diagnosis. We now have a blood test, which is very accurate. So what a transformation, because we can think about screening people and finding the disease as early as it starts. Second thing is we can do something with new medications. Over the last couple of years, we've had our first medicines that can slow down the progress of the disease. That is huge. That is the first step on our path to a cure.
Did you all hear blood tests? I would like a round of applause for whoever made it that simple. I could probably almost test my own blood. I'm not going to do it, but I probably could. Now, lastly, Doc, what can you give us as caregivers and those who've been diagnosed that could be uplifting today? Some big motto, chant, rah-rah, action.
We have this phenomenal program called the Cognitive Empowerment Program, and it helps educate people about the lifestyle changes they can make to embrace all their abilities. Having a disease like Alzheimer's disease doesn't mean you're robbed of all abilities. And so how do we empower people, take advantage of the gifts that we have, the social interactions, our families, our friends, and keep ourselves as healthy as possible and enjoy the best quality of life. So there are things we can do. We need to get people engaged, diagnosed, and get them the services they need.
That's it. You heard it from the best of the best. Let's give a round of applause for Dr. Levey, for Emory, for the Alzheimer's Association. Together, we can beat this thing.
Thank you. Go walk.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
J. Smiles and Dr. Alan Levey.
Thank you.
Truly one of the nation's premier researchers. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Second.
As the world's largest nonprofit funder of Alzheimer's research.
We live right there.
Alzheimer's Association.
No, we live. Do your thing.
Johnson. I am the PR principal investigator, leader, CEO of the Design Research Lab. So happy to see you. I heard your name. I was going to find her. She does great work. I'm out here supporting adult daughters, caring for a parent living with dementia. You know, just trying to do some good in the world.
You've been doing good, baby. Look, she is playing herself down. She does so much research for us and our community.
So I got this Alzheimer's coat. They got me a purple lab coat.
She's at Emory. She's a PhD'er, okay? I'm not.
But we need
I'm a bullshit talker, but I'm good at it.
we need the real mix with the research, right?
Absolutely, sweetheart. Way better now. Are you kidding me?
I know, right?
Wait, is that still on?
Is
Okay.
that still on?
Wait, yeah. Hey, this is the guy. He's been on the podcast already. Dan, look, it rhymes with turkey. I know you. It's Goerke. It's a mess. Tell me the name of your book.
You're beautiful. Unforgettable, unbelievable. I wrote a memoir of my caretaking journey with my wife, Denise, who was diagnosed when she was just 56. Anyway, it's out there. Buy it. It's on Amazon. This lady is wonderful, an amazing lady. Thank you for what you do.
Same here. And listen, this part is I'm going to say it, and don't y'all judge, but let me tell you how badass he is. His wife has been an angel for years, and he is still trying to fight with us in this community to get a cure.
Yeah.
So once a caregiver, always a caregiver,
Awesome.
right there.
Absolutely. You are awesome.
Dan was at the recording of my first comedy special. So we go together. We go together.
All right. We'll see
The
you
pleasure,
around.
sweetheart, yes. In the dementia Alzheimer's community, yellow means you're a caregiver or a supporter of caregivers. So what up, though, all my yellow people, thank you for being a yellow person. I'm Jay Smiles. I'm one of the media sponsors here.
Okay.
I have Parenting Up podcast. Nice to meet you. And Chicago. Okay. Hey, how you doing? It's a pleasure. I did see you over at the tent. Yep. How is Alzheimer's impacted
my
you?
dad was in the early stages of Alzheimer's just before he died, but she kind of, has been like the forefront.
Yeah.
At the forefront of, hey, let's do this, let's donate, and let's come out and walk. And so
I
I
love
kind of piggyback on her when it comes to attending these events. So I'm part of her team. We all support Marlene.
We gotta have Team Marlene. I'll be on her team next year. Why not? Right, that's right. I'm on your team right now. And Parenting Up, we can merge and do everything. Yeah. I love it. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Did you? Huh?
You too. 14
Thank
years taking care of your
you.
mother.
14 years. 14 years. And she, bless her heart, she's not talking much anymore, but she can still chew. She can walk-ish. And if I call her name, she looks around. And that's all. I just need, if I say mama and she does like this, that's good enough. I'm like, she knows that's my voice. All right, good to see y'all again.
Awesome.
Yeah. What's your name, honey?
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yes.
What's up with the shirt?
So I was looking for a shirt to kind of like represent how I feel, and that's how I feel, and I'm doing this for my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your mom.
Yeah, my mother. Yeah.
Is she currently battling the disease?
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She will be 65 in 2 weeks. Actually, a week and a half. Yeah.
She was diagnosed kind of early.
Maybe like a year, 2 years. Actually, 2-3 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for anybody, if you can't see it, it's FU, and then I love that the ribbon for Alzheimer's is on the side. It's on the side, horizontal. So it's really he's saying fuck Alzheimer's without putting the C and the K.
Right.
Where'd you get that from?
Actually, on Amazon.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen.
so-
Sometimes Amazon works.
Yeah, sometimes it do. It does. Yeah.
But so this is your first time doing the walk?
It's my first time. Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, please join us on the Parenting Up podcast. I would
Okay.
love to have you on the podcast.
Okay, of course.
I've been caring for my mom for 14 years.
Okay.
And the Parenting Up podcast, our tent is right over there where you can see the big banners.
Okay.
All right. We got some giveaways.
Okay. I'll be
a
over
nice
there.
tumbler, a power pack, but most importantly, we use humor and levity to keep family caregivers like
Yeah.
me and you uplifted.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
nice to
baby.
meet you as well.
All right. Listen, we out here. How has Alzheimer's impacted you?
So I've not had any direct effect,
Uh-huh.
other than I forget where I put my phone and my keys. So
Honey,
who
listen.
knows what's
Honey,
to come,
listen. That's right. Yeah.
So I'm just walking to support any and all.
I love that, and thank you,
Absolutely.
So, like I said earlier, I'm with the Parenting Up podcast. My mom has had Alzheimer's for 14 years, and my whole goal is to support family caregivers with humor and lead with levity.
Yes.
This disease totally sucks,
Yes.
and until there's a cure, we can at least be able to lean on each other.
Absolutely.
So I am supporting my siblings. My sister is deceased, effects of Alzheimer's. My brother is currently in the late stages of Alzheimer's. So I know the disease well, firsthand from being that caregiver and that support system. So that's why my shirt says, I'll remember for you.
Oh, I love that. I'll remember for you.
Okay, so my name is Sophia. I am walking in support. I don't have any direct descendants of Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
But I am a Mahjong enthusiast, and Mahjong is proven by science to prevent or prolong the effects of Alzheimer's. It builds memory and things of that nature. So I am hoping to get more people that look like me, Black and brown people, into the game because it is a proven fact that it keeps Alzheimer's away.
Honey, I was today years old when I learned that Mahjong could do the. But I want you to teach me. Did you live in Atlanta?
Absolutely, yes. We have a group, Black Girls Mahjong
Well,
too.
then
One
we'll
word.
have all y'all. You and your group will be on the podcast. Look, at least 2 or 3 times for us to get an idea of what the hell we doing. That Mahjong, it scares me.
It's easy. You'll love it once you learn how to play it, girl.
Well, I believe
they have a group as well. We have 2 different groups. We're one.
Okay.
They're sisters. Sisters play Mahjong too. Sisters
Mahjong too.
Please go to the tent, put that on, and on the back of your piece of paper, put Mahjong.
Okay.
That'll help me remember
Absolutely.
to get to you.
We'll do it.
I can't wait.
We want to welcome you here to the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and let me tell you, we are deeply honored to be here with you today on behalf of the Alzheimer's Associations for the World.
Of course, this is a part of my heart because my grandfather, who will be 90 years old in December, is actually, battling this disease. He has Alzheimer's, so I'm his primary caretaker. And when I tell you it has been a journey, so when I reached out to the Alzheimer's Association and we promoted on the show, when we took calls from our millions of listeners, and I didn't know that people like me were actually going through this. And so I felt like I'm not alone in this journey because I thought that I was. And thank God that I'm not. So once again, I'm walking for my grandfather, my great-grandmother, and also my grandmother who is battling this disease. We lost her.
I'm here to advocate for my father, his sister, their father, and all of your family. My father passed away in March of this year, and his sister passed away last month.
Oh.
When my grandfather was diagnosed in the late 90s, it was a death sentence. I vividly remember we didn't talk about it, we didn't know what to do about it, and there was a lot of confusion. I wasn't aware of the association, I wasn't aware of the support network. I was young and confused. When my father was diagnosed, I found this association and I found strength, I found wisdom, and I found education. Things have changed rapidly, but it was too late for my father. Today, things have changed dramatically for those that are getting diagnosed. I have friends who are on some of the drugs that are available now, and it's been referred to earlier. The FDA has released drugs. The FDA is approving blood tests. There is finally hope. It's unbelievable how close we are to putting this thing to rest.
These flowers represent our different connection to Alzheimer's, our reasons for being here today. If you're holding an orange flower, everybody hold the orange flowers up. If you have an orange flower, please join Nancy in raising it and keeping it held high. Also, if you have a purple flower, purple flowers up. Participating in the walk today because you've lost someone to Alzheimer's or another dementia. So also, where are the yellow flowers? I got my flower.
Excuse me.
Can I get my flower? Where's my flower? Okay, there we go. So I have a flower. I have a yellow and a purple flower. Like Bobby Kilman. Oh, hey girl. Okay, you can come to the front. Like Miss Bobby, you're here today because you're supporting or caring for someone living with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. So if you have a blue flower, hi, Miss Andrea, Miss Lucas, how you doing, lady?
I'm doing great, thank you.
You're here, you're living with Alzheimer's or another dementia. Miss Lucas was diagnosed about 2 years ago with younger onset Alzheimer's and is one of the just 13 people across the U.S. chosen to be part of the Alzheimer's Association.
And with this colorful display of determination, there's also a white flower. And I'm confident that one day we will be able to add this white flower to the garden that will represent the first survivor of Alzheimer's. That would be such an incredible addition to the garden, but until that day, we can't back down, y'all. We must continue to lead the way because together we can end Alzheimer's.
Whether you are listening or watching, I want you to close your eyes for a second and imagine being on a football field under a nice sky. Nice sky, meaning it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and then there are about 2,500 people who are on your team. We are standing right here at the 2025 Walk to End Alzheimer's. Now, this is sponsored by the Georgia chapter, but it's happening all over the place. Y'all, we had cheerleaders from Georgia Tech helping us learn how to not cheer and lead that to people who are much younger than us. I'm gonna tell you that. What they were doing, I can't do that. We had people from V103, we had people from news, multiple radio stations, making sure that the word gets out. There are people who are fighting hard as hell to beat this disease. I met one lady where she got diagnosed 2 years ago and she's not even 60. It's considered young Alzheimer's. It's not even quite early onset. And she's one of the very few ambassadors that Alzheimer's Association has used to be a spokesperson across the nation. Your girl got to get on stage with a yellow flower. What we learned today was whether you're a caregiver, a survivor, lost somebody to the disease, a corporate sponsor, you get a different color flower. So it felt like we were in a world of tulips and daisies because everybody at the appropriate times like jumped up and down with their flowers. It was so colorful and it was so beautiful. There are at least 15 different facilities who are here sharing what they do for loved ones, family members who are suffering with any form of dementia. Parkinson's, frontal temporal dementia, vascular dementia. But these are care centers that very specifically only want people suffering with dementia. Emory University was here. They had this huge research tent telling us what they're doing to move the needle. The biggest thing, one of the most prominent people, Dr. Levey, in all of the country when it comes to neurology and science and figuring all the dementia-related things out, he told us we got to get in more clinical trials. Did y'all know that? Like, unfortunately, cancer is beating our ass 10-1 with participants in clinical trials. Now, that helps them get to treatments and a cure. We haven't gotten to a cure yet. I learned today that the color white, a white flower, is symbolic. We are fighting to wait and see when will we have the first survivor of Alzheimer's. A person who is diagnosed, but then the disease is reversed or it vanishes. The number of people who started crying and cheering at the thought of when will we get the first survivor. My heart started beating fast. To me, it felt like having the first black president, or having the first woman do something, or the first time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, big fancy first. Researchers, kids, the cutest thing ever, this little girl could barely walk. She had on a fit that was so damn adorable. It was Alzheimer's. She had purple pom-poms, and she was the symbolic holder of the white flower. She was blowing purple bubbles. There was so much joy and happiness around us on this big old football field. We had 2 different lengths of the walk. There was a 1.5 distance and a 2.5 miles. 1.5 miles, 2.5 miles. And there were people in wheelchairs, powered wheelchairs, and some people were getting pushed. You see what I'm saying? That is serious. You talking about commitment to support. You are in a wheelchair getting pushed to fight for other people while you are already potentially in a compromised physical state. It was so amazing. I have never met so many people supporting a disease that they didn't have a connection to. I met at least 5 people who haven't had a family member, a coworker, or anybody have any form of dementia. You know why they're here? Because they have empathy, they are reading the news, they're watching stuff on social media, and they're getting involved simply because advocacy is what you do to make humanity better. It blew me away. How many things do you fight for that have not ever affected you? Now you talking about heart. That's big heart. That's big heart. So we had calisthenics. That's such an old school word. We were stretching. They got porta potties with hand sanitizer. There smoothies, chicken and waffles. Yeah, food carts at the Alzheimer's walk to end the disease. It's been a great day. It has been a miraculous day. They're all, every gender, every race, at least 8 generations. Congratulations, Alzheimer's Association. Congratulations on putting on the biggest, most productive, most financially, well, let me tell you something. They raised the most money, got the most people out here that they've ever done. In a time when our country and our world is starving for community and the lack of hate, we found it today. So I'm happy. So I'm so very happy. I'm right now thinking about my grandfather who died from the disease and my poor mama Zeddy, which is the reason why I'm a caregiver, I got a podcast, and I'm a comedian. And then look, we popped out some new merch, y'all. All right, so if you listen, you're gonna have to go to the YouTube page to look at it. Let me know what you think. But we, for the first time, we got front and back on our gear. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Please like, share, get in the comments, get in the DMs. Tell me what else I can do to help support you and those you know who are family caregivers. Peace. Granddaddy. Apparently, when I was little, I couldn't say granddaddy, so I said granddaddy. The snuggle up. The most prominent thing about today, attending the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, is that racism, sexism, classism, all the isms of bigotry and bias were not present. Ageism wasn't present. Disableism wasn't present. That was so rewarding, impactful, and inspiring to feel, not just see, to actually, like my body and my bones got re-energized. And then the other thing I want to say, and I'm encouraging y'all, I'm challenging you. Go to a walk for something. If for some reason they don't have dementia or Alzheimer's near you, go to it for leukemia, for cancer, for domestic violence. The amount of hope I have right now in humanity, in this world, in the fact that what I see in the news is not the whole truth, or not the full story. Right now, I'm ready to go talk shit to Congress. I want to go talk shit to the man on the corner. I am more fueled right now. Last night wasn't such a good time with Zeddy. She had a tough night. And that kind of got me down. But I get out here and I'm like, oh shit, okay. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one thinking this way. And more importantly, I'm not the only one experiencing this. Jazzy from V103, look her up on IG, was one of the hosts during the opening ceremony. She had to stop several times because of tears. Real tears. Now, this is a radio personality. She is used to talking in front of people, happy, sad, catastrophe. But she was talking about her family, how they've been adversely snatched around emotionally. And she was so excited to see how many people were out here with the disease. The blue flower meant you had the disease, and it was a bunch of them. And that's when she broke down. I was like, you know what? This thing is bigger than all of us, but together we can beat it. So that's it. That's all I got.
Thank you for tuning in. I mean, really, really, really thank you so very much for tuning in. Whether you're watching this on YouTube or if you're listening on your favorite podcast audio platform. Either way, wherever you are, subscribe. Come back. That's the way you're going to know when we do something next. Y'all know how it is. I'm Jay Smiles. I might just drop something hot in the middle of the night.